Free Speech Zone. Here's your host, Eric Barnard.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Free Speech Zone. I am your host, Eric Barnard. We're coming to you from Atlanta, Georgia on theconstitutevoice.com. I want to thank everyone that's made this podcast popular today, and I thank all of you for joining and tuning in. We got a very special guest for us today. I'm proud to be joined by the former pilot of Air Force One, Colonel Mark Tillman. Colonel, welcome to the Free Speech Zone. Thank you for doing this.
Good seeing you. Thank you.
Good to see you. So, everybody, Colonel Tillman has taken some time. He's been down in Atlanta speaking to a group. You've taken time out of your very busy schedule to spend about a half hour with us. So we're going to try to cover as much ground as we can. First question, when did you join the Air Force and why did you opt to become a pilot?
I started out in ROTC out of Tulane University and graduated in 1979. And my first job with the Air Force was a rocket propulsion engineer. So I spent a couple of years at Wright-Patterson Air Force Base in Ohio designing rocket engines, and then got the flying bug. So I applied for pilot training and was accepted and went to pilot training and flew C-130s, flew the T-37 as an instructor pilot, and then applied to the 89th Airlift Wing at Andrews Air Force Base to fly the VIPs back in 1989, actually.
Wow, so you come in 1989, so right there at the beginning of the first Bush administration. When you first arrived at Andrews and you arrived to fly the VIPs, what were you doing before you stepped up to the Air Force One?
I started out as a Gulfstream 3 pilot, so I was in the 99th Airlift Squadron flying the Gulfstream 3, and we flew a lot of the senators, congressmen, vice president, and then eventually I got a chance to fly with Air Force One as a co-pilot, and then I was honored to have been selected as an augmentee back in the early 90s under President H.W. Bush, and then stayed with Air Force One for the next 16 years.